Oh, yes, that is right. It's it's your boy from across the pond, UK's finest. Ricky J, bringing us the hardest hitting takes, bold predictions, and straight up banter. Welcome to where the bell never stops ringing. Welcome to the People's Wrestling Podcast, and my 2,000th, that is right, 2,000 videos. Go ahead, guys, remember to share, like, subscribe. I'm going to go ahead and put this up. Do you see a few numbers coming in right now? Maybe to drop a comment. Let me hear from you. Do sound off. Also, go and check out what was on previously to this, and that was the Forbidden Podcast. Great episode. Go and check it out. And in fact, in 2 weeks' time here, 2 weeks' time, the co-host of Forbidden Podcast, Nick, will be on here, so that should be good. But let's start this. Let's get into the first segment, which of course is and before I start going any further, a couple of things. First of all, still on the hunt for a co-host. If that's for you, let me know. And the reason it's on a Thursday instead of tomorrow is because I'm going to a show tomorrow, so I'm just not going to have time to do this. So that's why it's happening right here, right now. With that said, we're going to go into segment number one, which of course is what's cooking at the table? So, what have I been up to since last week? Well, more of the same. Getting nothing different, really. Heading to the gym. But look, actually, there is an update, and that is I've finished with my walking group that I go on a Thursday. It just wasn't working for me. Wasn't giving me what I wanted. Felt I was getting nothing from it. So that's it. I won't be doing that anymore. Well, at least for the time being, May, and it's only a big May. Get back into it once the nice weather starts, once the weather gets a lot warmer, but very doubtful, but I shall wait and see. And also, going to my craft class that I do every single week, and because there is not one but two big shows happening this weekend, of course, I made these. So this one for Saturday night's main event, and then this one for Double or Nothing. So that's what I've been up to this week. What have you guys been up to, and what have you guys got coming up? As we roll straight into segment number two, which is all about the glitz, the glamour, the red carpet, the actors, the actresses, they're all talking, they're all chatting, they're all giving out the Academy Awards for movie talk. So what movies have I been watching since last week? And guys, let me know what movies have you guys been watching. But they are, so I've been watching two, and they are not that. They are The Magic Faraway Tree. Good movie. I'm gonna award it a B-. And the second movie I watched, and I watched this last night, was Normal. Again, a decent movie. The guy out of Nobody is in it. So yeah, it was good. And also, you're gonna get a B mine. So go ahead, let me know what movies you've been watching. What have you got on your watch list coming up? Let me hear from you. Do sound off. Let me just take that off screen and delete these. So there is no This Week in Wrestling History, but we do have something to chat about, something to talk about. So roll up, get those news alerts into your phone, because it is news and headlines. So there is news, and that is one second. See some numbers coming in. Do you want me to drop a comment, share this, like, subscribe, all those cool things, all those good things? Be 1 second. I'm going to get you the news on screen in a second. Find the picture, and that is it right there. So the news is El Grande Americano Ludwig Kaiser arrested. So this is, obviously unfortunate news. No one wants to be arrested. No one wants to feel a hard arm of the law. Now, apparently this was something that took an incident, a battery charge, an incident that went down and took place last month, and Ludwig has done the right thing and handed himself in. Now, my thoughts on this, I get your thoughts on it, guys. I don't know how this is going to affect this storyline. Obviously, meant to be facing the other El Grande Americano next week in AAA in a mask versus mask match. So I don't know if that will still take place. I don't know what this means for Los Americanos. Goofy gimmick, but at least they're on TV and they were actually getting pushed, they were being used, and they made the gimmick work. So that's kind of my really thoughts on this. Please go ahead and get your thoughts in. I do want to hear from you. Do sound off right now. Me once again put that up. Remove that, because it is ad time. You want your 3 shout outs. You're inducted to the People's Wrestling Channel Hall of Fame. Yes, the People's Wrestling Channel Hall of Fame, and 3 shout outs. You want to represent the one where they're coming through spring, summer, it's on its way. There is a place you need to go, and that place is yes, Protein Tees, Goldman's won. Protein Tees, Goldman's won. But it is now celebration time. Put up the party banners, get out the balloons, lay out the candles, get out the cake, because it is time for wrestlers' birthdays. So, what birthdays would we be celebrating today? We are going to be celebrating Leva Bates, Mr. T, and it would have been the man that should not be named, I'm going to name him anyway, Chris Benoit, and his wife Nancy, or woman. It would have been their birthday. So a big celebration to them. Now let's get into today's wrestling chatter. And we do that with, of course, Wrestling Roundup. Nothing of note happened on Dynamite. So let's get right into last week's Friday Night SmackDown, shall we? So, Trick Williams came on out. The Miz did. Kit Wilson got on the stick. Then Little Yachty did. Trick Williams then went on to defeat and beat The Miz. Brie Bella and Paige knocked off Julia and Kiana James. Cody Rhodes came out. Gunther did. Royce Keys did. And then Nick Aldis did. We also had Carmelo Hayes get the 1, 2, and 3 on Ricky Saints, and we go through all of that. So the Trick Williams, Miz, Kit Wilson, Little Yachty stuff was just basically leading to a match. Trick Williams beating the Miz kind of really means nothing. The Miz has lost a single match for 2 years. So at this point, it just means nothing. Brie Bella and Paige beating Julian Kenny James. Okay. The Cody Rhodes, Gunther, Royce Keys stuff. Well, at least it elevates Royce Keys, I guess. And Carmelo Hayes scoring the win against Ricky Saints. Well, you know, Saints has lost 2 matches now being on the main roster. Damian Priest got the W against Tama Tonga. Charlotte and Alexa Bliss got the DQ win against Charlotte, Alexa Meechin and B-Fab. And might be made for Saturday night's main event, which I'll get to. And to end the blue brand, Gunther prevailed against Royce Keys. Let me go through all of that quickly. Damian Priest over Tama Tonga, cool. Alexa Bliss, Charlotte, Meechin, B-Fab, you don't want anybody looking weak, because of course, like I said, no match has been made for tomorrow for a Saturday. And Gunther beating Royce Keys. Like I said, you've elevated Royce Keys. So for those that weren't here for my SmackDown watch along, where were you? But I'm going to give it, I'll say a half thumbs up. On to Monday Night Raw that saw Jacob Fatu kick off the night. The Usos interrupted. Roman Reigns followed. A brawl ensued. In a street fight matchup, Finn Balor got the upper hand of JD McDonough. So Ruka came out on the microphone, followed by Becky Lynch. El Grande Americano and Los Americanos were on a high against the other El Grande Americano and the Creed brothers in a tornado match. A match had been made for Clash in Italy, so let me go through all of that. So the Jacob Fatu, Usos, Roman Reigns brawl. Good way to kick off Raw. Finn Balor, JD McDonough did put on a comeback, but let's now move Finn Balor on. The Sol Ruka, Becky Lynch stuff was okay. And the tornado match was fun. Michael Cole did a sit-down interview with Ethan Page. Brie Bella and Page are still your reigning, defending WWE Women's Tag Team Champions after putting away the Judgment Day brawl. Bayley and Lara Kim made the save. Brock Lesnar attacked over Femi. And then Seth Rollins got his hammer high in victory against Austin Theory. Street Profits came out to make the save. So, the sit-down interview with Ethan Page hypes up the match at Saturday's main event. Brie Bella and Page retaining, no shocker there. Brock Lesnar attacking over Femi was a shocker. I didn't think he was entirely retired, but I thought if he did come back, it would have been more towards SummerSlam, nearer towards SummerSlam. And Seth Rollins ending Monday Night Raw on a victory. Cool. I'm going to give Raw a half thumbs up. On to NXT. No overall results right now. I will do that next week. But on NXT, in tag team action, they got a duo win, and they were Cam Hendricks and Mason Rook. Kalani Jordan came out to get on this, followed by Izzy Dame, Lola Vice, Kendall Gray, Rin Sinclair attacked. Tristan Angels did us proud against Romero Marino. Tatum Paxley is still his North American champion. So we go through all of that. So Cam Hendricks and Mason Rook winning against Tony Angelo and Mason Miles Bourne. Cool. Kalani Jordan, Izzy Dame, Lola Vice, Kendall Gray, and Rin Sinclair stuff. Cool. Tristan Angels winning against Romero Marino. Cool. Great. I think personally Lisa Rain should have won the title, but there we are. Keanu Carver destroyed Tate Wilder. Sarah Shriver interviewed Cam Hendricks in the ring. Mason Rook came out to destroy him, and Vanity Project did retain. Dog State attacked Shaquan Sugars. He is out. So, Keanu Carver, like I said, I said he was one to watch in Evolve, and he is. The Cam Hendricks, Mason Rook stuff, cool. Vanity Project retaining, no shocker there. But Dark State kicking out Shaquan Sugars. I think this really makes them feel, starting to feel a little bit stale. None anymore. And I give NXT a half thumbs up. Let's now get our brains working as it is prediction time. Double the prediction time. So first of all, that is right. Give me 1 second. So of course we've got this Saturday's Saturday night's main event. I'm going to keep that up just while I go through these. So we've got Rhea Ripley, Charlotte and Alexa Bliss versus Jay Cargill, B-Fab and Meechin. I think the heel team are victorious here. It will be Sol Ruka versus Becky Lynch, non-title bout, and I do think Becky Lynch takes the L. Sol Ruka then goes on to get a title shot, probably at Clash in Italy or at Night of Champions, and will win the gold. Speaking of gold, we're going to have the women's tag team titles defended against Nia Jax and Lash Legend. I think Brie Bella and Paige do retain. The Vision versus Street Profits for the World Tag Team titles. Vision retain, and Penta versus All Ego Eden Page for the Men's Intercontinental Championship. Penta retains. But we're not done on predictions there. We've now got... Give me 1 second here. 1 second. We've now got... Give me 1 second. Let me put up that. So of course we've also got this Sunday's AEW Double or Nothing. Again, I'm going to keep that up just while I go through these matches. So we've got on the buy-in pre-show 0 hour, call it what you like, the Divine Dominion taking on Zeta Steel and Viva Van. I think Viva Van and Zeta Steel get the dub. Athena will battle Mina Shirawaka in a quarterfinals match in the Women's Owen Hart tournament. Athena should win, but I feel that Mina will. Swerve will take on Bandido, quarterfinal match. I think Swerve is victorious here. Samoa Joe, Will Ospreay. I think Will Ospreay wins it all. Let me just say that. Stadium Stampede. Got Chris Jericho, the Hurt Syndicate, and the Elite fending off against the Demand, Don Callis family, and the Dogs. I think Chris Jericho's team wins. The Continental Championship challenger Kyle O'Reilly, champion Jon Moxley. Jon Moxley retains. For the tag team titles, champions FTR, challengers Corbin Christian. Corbin Christian will win here. For the women's championship, fatal four-way action. Tekla, call it what you like, Chris Statlander, Jimmy Hayter, and Hikaru Shida. Tekla to retain. Okada versus Takeshita for the International Championship. Takeshita to take the gold. And MJF versus Darby Allin for the men's AEW Championship. If Darby and the loser has to get their hair shaved, hair cut, whatever. I think MJF. That's what I'm going to say. So get your predictions in as I play another quick ad here. Get to the final segment, and I'm out of here. But there's plenty more coming your way on the People's Wrestling Channel today. So look out for those. But let me go ahead and play this. Right, like, share, subscribe, and it is time for the final segment, discussing my outs and abouts with Wrestling Days Out. So, the latest show I went to was Rev Pro Revolution Rumble. And yes, good show. My second time ever to Rev Pro. My second time ever to Doncaster, where it was held. Go and check out my vlog for it, but this is kind of a more slightly edited version, kind of more explaining about it, of course. Train journey there, no problems. Did get some breakfast before I went. That was delicious. The show, drinks were fairly priced. A nice hot dog and some nice Pringles. The show itself was cool. Did get to meet a few of the wrestlers. Got to meet Danny Luna for the NXT UK. And yeah, the show was good. Might do another Rev Pro, we'll wait and see. But I'm going to give the show a big thumbs up. So I'm out of here now, guys. Remember to share, like, subscribe. Share, like, subscribe. There's plenty of stuff coming your way on the People's Wrestling channel tonight, so look out for it. But share, like, subscribe. Share, like, subscribe. And always remember, it is Ricky J. We're going to really fight to the fight.